Hello, BookTube. The other day, I made a quick video putting out a BookTube call to action, a request for me to you. And I've been bowled over by the generosity of the response, and I really shouldn't be, because I know who I'm dealing with here. This is a good crowd of people. Uh, so I'm making a video to reiterate that and also to underscore it just a bit and amplify it a little more, because it's actually going to a good cause. I made a video saying that recently, actually one of you, got in touch with me to let me know that there is now a place, there is now a destination, there is now a good classroom cause for e-readers. And of course, because this is a venue in the United States, there's a place now and a cause and a need and a hunger, but no money. So I answered that call right away by shipping out a lot of the e-readers that I have here. I've had a lot. You accumulate e-readers. I accumulate e-readers, so I've sent out a lot of them. But I made a video asking you, saying, is there a junk drawer somewhere, a tech drawer? Is there a cabinet somewhere where you have an old e-reader that works just fine, but that you don't use anymore and aren't going to use? I don't want you sending me something that you might need. But I got a lot of responses to that video. A lot of people very generously saying, absolutely, I don't use this thing and it bothers me. If it could go to a good cause, I'm happy to send it. So that is happening, and that is in the works, and that is wonderful. I have stipulated that obviously you shouldn't need the thing, because I want everybody to have an e-reader. But two, if possible, you should have the accompanying power cord. Because when it's not a Kindle, when it's a Kobo or a Books device or something like that, I might not have an appropriate power cord. And there's nothing more frustrating than having a piece of tech that works just fine, but you can't charge it. So if you have the accompanying power cord, that would be great. If it's a Kindle, it would still be great. Probably I have a power cord of my own, but I'm running low on those because I'm sending out all my stuff. This is getting e-readers into the hands of people who would not otherwise have them. So I wanted to make the call to action again, just in case you missed it the first time, because I think the first time that I made it in a barrage of an 8-video day, and I wonder how many of those videos get seen. So if you have an old e-reader, feel free to send it to me. So email me. My email is on every video, and we'll discuss it. We can discuss the details, and if the details line up, I can give you a perfectly good mailing address for mailing packages. It would be great if you had the power cord. It's necessary that the thing work. And although the cosmetics are not all that important, if it's battered all to hell or falling apart or has big scratches in the screen that would impede reading, probably just don't. Probably just boxed up and put it in the basement or throw it out. But if it's serviceable and it can be charged and it holds a charge, so it doesn't need to remain plugged in, then definitely get in touch with me. Because I have a home for that device. And the other stipulation, this has come up a couple of times in emails, is that for the purposes of this particular YouTube call to action, it's e-readers that I want, not tablets. And the number one place where that confusion is coming into play in this particular instance is the Amazon Fire tablet. If I were a good booktuber, I have my iPad here, but if I were a good booktuber, I would have an example. But you all know what an Amazon Fire tablet is. Amazon makes a row of tablets. They make a mini size and also a full size of the normal LED screen, app-ready iPad. It's basically a scaled-down, souped-down Android iPad with an Amazon skin on it. I've had innumerable Amazon Fire tablets. They are, for the money, really good, especially if you fix them. If you can sidestep their internal programming just a bit and install the Google Play Store, then suddenly you've got an enormously functional tablet for a fraction of what such a tablet would cost you otherwise from any manufacturer that could not simply write off the overhead. So I've had them with time and I like them a lot, but they're not what we're talking about here. Not all Amazon devices are Kindles. So if you have a tablet, something that glows, something that has an interactive screen that doesn't have e-ink, That's not what I'm asking for here. That is not going to go to the destination that I have in mind. But e-readers will. And I guess another question that came up was e-readers of any size. I forgot that Amazon and I think Kobo as well make a full-sized e-reader. I guess that would work as well. I haven't really hashed this out with the person who got in touch with me. The problem, any of you teachers will know this, is that you don't want to incite jealousy. You don't want to incite ill feelings in the recipients. And recipients of these sorts of things are not going to look at specs, but they might look at size. The last thing you want is for somebody to think they're not getting a good deal because they're getting a small device. And the only reason they'll think that is if there's a large device in the equation. So I don't know about that. If in the rare instance, it hasn't actually turned up except once in the responses that I've had. But if in the rare instance where you might have a full-sized e-reader that you don't use, definitely email me. And we can talk about it. That might still work. But the normal-sized emails, that older Kindle that you have that you never touch, feel free to get in touch with me, and we can work it out. You can send it to me, because the response here has been great. It's been far more than I or my contact person expected. So I wanted to double the request here. So feel free to get in touch with me if you think you have a candidate, and we can talk about it. And also, obviously, the main purpose of this video, aside from signal boosting my own original video, is to thank all of you who have come forward and done this. It's amazing to me. I was expecting 1 or 2 responses, so it's amazing. The generosity is amazing to me. Thank you all very much for the ones who sent things. Thank you all. So I'll wrap this up for now, and I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.